And the runner's moving in well. Check your own bets there. Now they're moving in pretty well. Lazy Feet coming up towards the line. Mighty Amigo stands in wider out on the track. Chinese Luck back behind the line. Moving up to the stalls is Enunciate. Fulfillment still away with Braquillo. And also Native Court. Sun shining brilliantly out here at Caulfield. There's a bit of wind and it is a bit cool, but it's lovely to see practically cloudless skies, and the track is officially good. Now Fulfillment comes towards the line. Winter moves up to its place. Chinese Luck out wide with Native Court. Last one to come in, and they're all set for a start. Field settles, and they're racing. And when they settle down, Chinese Luck didn't want to go, nearly got rid of the rider out wide, and Gamesman, one of the early leaders with I'm No Saint. Lazy Feet showing speed over towards the inside and going up towards the leaders when they settle down. Also Fearless Magic. There's a great battle. Braquillo just behind them. Then getting up on the rails, Sir Brittany, Mighty Amigo, followed by the Emperor's Suit, and then Burning Red, Wise Decision. Next is Winter getting well back in the field, and they were followed further back in the field. Then at the head of the others, Native Court and Mantina. Sir Brittany in front at the 600, a half. Fearless Magic, Braquillo, Lazy Feet tucked in on the fence, a length to Gamesman, I'm No Saint. The Emperor's Suit, the rails, and they were followed then behind them by Mighty Amigo. Winter pulled to the outside, starting to run on, and then came Burning Red at the head of the rest. Wise Decision well back on the corner where Sir Brittany led from Braquillo. Lazy Feet going well but nowhere to go. Fearless Magic outside it. I'm No Saint coming at them. Winter is struggling from Gamesman. Braquillo got to the lead. Lazy Feet getting out now with I'm No Saint out after the leader, but Braquillo had shot clear from Lazy Feet and I'm No Saint as they got near the line, and then Winter, and Braquillo goes on to win by 2 lengths to Lazy Feet. A neck away third, I'm No Saint from Winter, and then came Mighty Amigo. Next is Gamesman from the Emperor's Suit, Wise Decision, Fearless Magic. Well back in the field then at the head of the rest came Fulfillment. Sir Brittany stopped very badly from Mantina. Brewster is back towards the rear of the field with Enunciate. It was one of the last home, and Burning Red was back with it. Official placings for the first event on the card. The Show Day Stakes. Number 2 is the winner, Braquillo, ridden by D. Brereton. Number 2, Braquillo, D. Brereton first. Number 5, Lazy Feet. G. Willits was second. And number 4, I'm No Saint, ridden by P.D. Johnson was third. 2, 5 and 4. The second race on the program today, the How Now handicap, there are no scratchings. And in race 3, the Bill Williamson handicap, take out number 9, Take a Trick. Now the winner of the first race today, Braquillo, by True Statement from Miss Terry, trained by E.W. Lang at Epsom and ridden by Danny Brereton, scored nicely to pay $4.15 and $1.35. Second, number 5, Lazy Feet, 95 cents. And third, number 4, I'm No Saint, $1.65. They're the should pays on the first race on the card. Winter couldn't go the early pace. He was working home all right at the finish. Very good first up run from Braquillo. Lazy Feet got out at the right time but just wasn't good enough. Gamesman showed a bit of speed and so did Sir Brittany, but they weakened. The Emperor's Suit failed to run out the journey. And Fearless Magic was another who showed a little bit of pace. Mighty Amigo battled on fairly well to run 5th in the race. And Chinese Luck nearly got rid of the rider at the start. Wise Decision, there was big money for that. It jumped only fairly and was never a possibility at any stage of the race in the first on the program at Caulfield today.
And now for Ampol, we have a look at the
$4.15 and $1.35. Number 5, Lazy Feet, $95, and number 4, I'm No Saint, $1.65. Winter was the unplaced favourite in the first event and a lot of money on Wise Decision. Quinella in the first, $9.60, and the trifecta, $147.75. Well,
The best will do for love.
Laugh.
Princess Jacinda, still the favourite. There hasn't been a lot of alteration here. $2.80 and $1.10. Number 6, Santa Orient, 541.70. 8 is Heavenly Power at 970 and 250. Number 9, Rustic Priestess, 872.25. Number 10, Tuta Tutsi, 495, 125. And probably down then to number 14, Spring Pleasure, 595 and $1.80. So
tell us a bit more.
Yes, well, on Tuesday morning we had a little bit of an incident down at the track, didn't we, Darren?
Yes, we did.
Well, what happened?
Well, I had a car behind me. I didn't realise it was there, and I accidentally backed out. I won't say the car was legally parked or anything, but...
There were no signs, Darren.
No signs, Darren. No, I'll give you that. But we just decided to give her a car just a little bit of touch, you know, just to let her know it was...
A touch?
Yeah.
You should see his car's not even marked.
So just a couple of bent bumpers and that's all?
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, well, that's good news. Now, Darren, coming up to the spring racing, and really this is probably about the first of the big spring meetings. I suppose it's a time of the year that you look forward to.
Yes, it is a time of year that I think everybody looks forward to. All the good horses come back into work and race, and the tracks start to improve, and everything seems to improve in racing.
Now, Colonial Flag is going to be one of your mounts throughout the spring. How's he progressing leading up to the big races?
Well, I won on Colonial Flag at Flemington, the 2500 metre race, and his run here in the men's was quite a good run. He ran 5th, he got a long way back, which was expected in the 1400 metre race, and he did work home very nice.
Well, Darren, you're right, in the Marlboro Cup is Delightful Belle. What do you think of your chances there?
Well, Delightful Belle's been very consistent this time in. She's had 2 runs. She beat Touch of Genius at Sandown, and she won the Menzies, and she won it in impressive fashion. So you can't leave her out of the Marlboro Cup. Even though she's drawn 18, we're expecting her to run very well.
Well, the track condition, Darren, it's rated officially good, and after riding earlier in the day, how does it look to you?
Well, the track is good. The track's held up. We've had a little bit of rain, not a great deal, but the track seems very good.
OK, well, a couple of big mounts coming up later on today, and let's hope for your sake that you ride better than you drive.
I hope so too. Thanks very much.
Champion jockey Darren Gauci joining us today here on Show Day at Caulfield.
Thanks.
Up there, it's back with the clerk of the course at the moment, and Cara's Girl looks to be the only other one away from stall 8. Now Lyndon Rose is set, Cara's Girl comes up.
Hang on.
On the inside, Astolfina's got very toey. Rest of the field seem to be standing in quite well. There's the light, away they go. Caught them pretty well. Lyndon Rose and Serrate began well out wide with Heavenly Power. Tuta Tutsi's going fast, and Princess Jacinda heading them all off along the inside rail. Rustic Priestess also going quickly. At the 1,000-metre mark now, Rustic Princess and Princess Jacinda just in front of Serrate. They were followed by Astolfina, who's got up along the inside to join them too, and about a length further back in the field then Mernda May. They were followed then by Lyndon Rose. Spring Pleasure is handy. Rustic Priestess in that bunch, and they were followed by Ruby Azar in the middle of the field from Credenza, and then Lady Damiani. Warreen is well back with Courting Time. They were followed by Santa Orient, and back towards the rear is Montalba and now Heavenly Power. On the turn 500 out, Spring Pleasure about 5 wide. Astolfina is up with the lead with Rustic Princess, and Princess Jacinda in the centre is still there from Tuta Tutsi. In the straight, Princess Jacinda took the lead but is under the whip, tackled by Rustic Priestess. Tuta Tutsi's going well, trying to get through on the inside, and then Credenza. Princess Jacinda in front of Tuta Tutsi on the inside as they get near the line. Credenza finishing fast out wide, but Princess Jacinda goes on to win. About a half length to Tuta Tutsi, and neck away third would be Credenza. Then Mernda May, followed wider out by Montalba and Warreen, who both ran on well from Ruby Azar, who was never in it. And they were followed a little further back in the field, Astolfina, and also Lady Damiani with Spring Pleasure in that bunch, and then Heavenly Power, Santa Orient, Lyndon Rose. They were followed by Rustic Priestess, who weakened with Courting Time. Cara's Girl, one of the last home with Serrate. Official placings in the second event on the program, the How Now Handicap. Number 4 is the winner, Princess Jacinda, ridden by H. White. Number 4, Princess Jacinda, H. White first. Number 10, Tuta Tutsi, Therese Payne was second. And number 11, Credenza, ridden by S. Knoll, was third. 4, 10 and 11. Now the third race on the program today is the Bill Williamson Handicap and the scratching number 9, Take a Trick. Race 4, the Heath Stakes, there are no scratchings. That winner, Princess Jacinda, and they're coming back to scale. The winner of the How Now Handicap, number 4, Princess Jacinda, a chestnut mare, 4-year-old, by Imposing from Jocasta, raced by the Allied Diamond Syndicate, manager D.P. Bentata, trained at Turin by W.J. Olsen and ridden by Harry White. Second, number 10, Tuta Tutsi, Therese Payne, and third, number 11, Credenza, S. Knoll. Officially fourth, Mernda May, and fifth, Montalba. The scratching 9, Take a Trick. Number 1, Lagana, $2.05 and $1.15. 2, Aquastar, $1.70 and $65. 3, Ask Again, $6.20 and $2.15. 4, Make Me Famous, $4.70 and $1.65. 5, Pagma Mahal, $6.15 and $1.50. 6 is $2 grand, $5.95 and $1.95. 7, Shari, $13.90 and $3.55. 8, Zafiro, $8.85 and $2.15. Take a Trick is out. Number 10, Brave Statement, $39.65 and $8.60. 11, Cynical, $11.15 and $2.75. 12, Noble Crest, $3.65 and $2.75. I'll just check those again. 11, Cynical is $11.15 and $2.75. 12, Noble Crest, $3.65 and $90. 13, or so he says, $76.50 and $13.70. And number 14, Ren's Pride, $68.40 and $9.90. Tote $46,500 the win, and nearly $28,000 the place. So that's the scene leading up to the Bill Williamson Handicap. There is a trophy of a saddle to the winning rider here, valued at about $500, and the widow of Bill Williamson, who was one of the greatest ever jockeys, will be there to make the presentation for that event. We'll take this break of our Marlboro Cup Day live telecast from Caulfield. Again, Princess Jacinda, number 4, $2.65 $1. Number 10, Tuta Tutsi, $2.10. Number 11, Credenza, $3.70. The Quinella, $24.45. And that trifecta was $1,146.80. $1,146.80. Well, the next race here, the Williamson Handicap. Settle, lights on, away they go. Near the inside, Lagana, Brave Statement and Cynical began well with Ask Again looking for the lead. Make Me Famous outside it from Pagma Mahal, booted up early from Noble Crest. Then also he says over on the outside from 2 grand and Aquastar, and then Shuri, Brave Statement easing towards the rear from Zafiro and Ren's Pride. At the judge the first time, and Noble Crest gone up on the outside to head off Cynical, a length or so he says, caught deep from Pagma Mahal. Make Me Famous drops in 5th on the rails, a length to Ask Again, and then a length and a half, 2 grand. Lagana on the rails in the middle of the field at its girth, Aquastar, 2 to Shuri, Ren's Pride, 3 to Zafiro and Brave Statement. Past the 1800 metre mark they race now, and or so he says has gone to the lead from Cynical, and a length further back Noble Crest. 1 to Make Famous on the inside of Pagma Mahal, a length and a half Ask Again, 2 grand, a length and a quarter to Lagana, a half to Aquastar, 1 and a half Shuri, pulling very hard from Ren's Pride, Zafiro and Brave Statement. Past the 1500, and the leader now, or so he says, out 2.5 lengths to Cynical, a half length to Noble Crest, and 1 to Make Me Famous in the box seat on the inside of Pagma Mahal. 1 then to Ask Again and 2 grand, a length and a half to Aquastar outside Lagana. 2 lengths further back is Shuri and Ren's Pride, and then Zafiro and Brave Statement. 1200 out over the hill, and the leader, or so he says, about a length and a half now to Cynical and Noble Crest together. Cynical about to take the leader on. Pagma Mahal going 4 deep around them. A length and a half, Make Me Famous, tucked in on the fence. 1 to 2 grand, a half Ask Again. A length and a half, Aquastar. 3 parts to Lagana, and then a length Zafiro from Wren's Pride, Shuri, and last Brave Statement. Past the 900-metre mark now, and also he says tackled by Cynical on the outside, and wider out Pagma Mahal. Make Me Famous easing off the rails is next from 2 grand. A length and a half, Aquastar is gone fast. He got right away from Lagana. Ask Again looking for a run, then a length and a half Lagana, next Zafiro, and then Shuri. On the corner, 500 out, Pagma Mahal in front, 2 grand tackles it. Aquastar pulls to the outside. Cynical's gone. Lagana under the whip coming around the outside of that bunch, and Make Me Famous trying to get up in the centre. In the straight, 2 grand in front of Aquastar on the outside. Lagana, Make Me Famous struggling, and they've kicked well away. 2 grand in front of the 200. Lagana and Aquastar gradually wearing it down. It's Lagana tackling 2 grand with 100 to go, going home the better, and Lagana took the lead with 50 to go and is coming away to win from 2 grand. Make Me Famous on the inside got third, just in front of Aquastar, then Ask Again. A gap to Shuri, followed by Brave Statement, Zafiro, Cynical, Pagma Mahal, Wren's Pride. A long way away then, or so he says, and tailed off last was Noble Crest. Official placings for the Bill Williamson Handicap. Number 1 is the winner, Lagana, ridden by H. White. Number 1, Lagana, H. White first. Number 6, 2 grand, ridden by G. Eads second. And number 4, third, Make Me Famous, ridden by N. Weymouth. 1, 6, and 4. And a reminder that there will be a presentation of the Bill Williamson Memorial Saddle in the mounting yard after the correct weight signal. Now, the 4th race today, the Heath Stakes, there are no scratchings, nor are there any scratchings in race 5, the principal event on the program, the Marlboro Cup. Number 1, Lagana, a bay gelding 5-year-old by 3 legs from Spring Mist, raced by P and Mrs. G.P. Ferrugia, and trained at Morfettville by El Samba, ridden by Harry White, who completed a riding double. Second, number 6, 2 grand, G. Eads. Third, number 4, Make Me Famous, N. Weymouth. Officially 4th was Aquastar, and 5th, Ask Again.
Love tender chunks. Only the best will do for love.
I'm going to...
Previous race, Lagana, 145 and 75, 2 grand, $1.40, and Make Me Famous, $1.10. The Quinella, $6, trifecta, $44.05. And now the presentation of the Bill Williamson 45, Starlight Express, a warm favourite, 130 and 70. Go down to number 9 for the second choice, Hippity Hop. Looks well too, $2.70 and $1.05, and number 10 Verbano is $3.65 and $1.10. So candidates heading to the post. Let's go down again to Keith Hillier. 5 of them to move in. Flight Judge away, Starlight Express in the Sangster colours comes up with Seeker Fortune following it along with Flight Judge. At the last 3 or 4 to come in now. Seeker Fortune just behind the line. Lady Camilla coming forward. Goes in, so does Seeker Fortune. And it's Hippity Hop and Penitent Lady, the last 2. The sun's shining down brilliantly on the Caulfield racetrack on Marlboro Cup Day. Clerk of the course bringing Hippity Hop up towards the line. Hippity Hop comes up to the stalls and has gone in. Penitent Lady's ready. They're all set. Lights on. They're racing. And near the inside, Jewel Splendor and Jewel in the Crown away well from Honeybridge and Lady Camilla. And then came Flight Judge. Next, Tunstall Hall. Starlight Express moving quickly around them with Seeker Fortune. They were followed by Iola, Hippity Hop well back with Verbano and Norwegian Girl and Penitent Lady last. Up the hill at the 1300, Seeker Fortune took over. 3-part Starlight Express and a half further back on the inside, Jewel Splendor from Lady Camilla. Iola making ground deep around them very quickly now, and they were followed further back by Bold Spirited from Honey Bridge. Jewel in the Crown's got back on the fence, a length further back Babano and Flight Judge, and then a length to Hippity Hop, followed by Penitent Lady. Tungsten Lass is back near the rear with Norwegian Girl last. Towards the 800-metre mark, Seeker Fortune on the inside was just the leader, and they have steadied now. And they're racing a little more quietly from Iola, a length and a half to Honey Bridge, who let go around them from Starlight Express. Babano's got up to be about 5th now as they came past the 700. Lady Camilla in trouble, and then Flight Judge off around them. Hippity Hop got a check. At the 500 near the turn, Seeker Fortune on the inside is one of the leaders. Coming at them, Starlight Express on the outside, Honey Bridge, and also there is Babano. And they were followed then by Flight Judge. Into the straight, Starlight Express went up on the outside, quickly joined Honey Bridge and Seeker Fortune, and they're clear at this stage from Iola and Jewel and the Crown. Starlight Express has taken a narrow lead, but he's had to go for the whip. Jewel in the Crown coming at it quickly. Starlight Express just in front, but Jewel in the Crown finishing all over it, and Jewel in the Crown is coming home and is going to win it easily from Starlight Express. Honey Bridge third from Seeker Fortune. Hippity Hop running on when it's all over from Iola. Verbano couldn't do much today from Tungsten Hall, Lady Camilla, and then Norwegian Girl. Flight Judge finished a long way back, and back behind those horses was Penitent Lady. Official placings for the Heath Stakes. Number 5 is the winner. Jewel in the Crown, ridden by M. Clark. Number 5, Jewel in the Crown, ridden by M. Clark, was first. Number 2, Starlight Express, D. Gauchi second. And number 1, Honey Bridge, ridden by G. McLeish, was third. 5, 2, and 1. Now the next race is the Marlboro Cup. There are no scratchings. Race 6, the Godby Welter. Take out number 11, Sapphire Lad. Well, that won the race very quickly, Jewel in the Crown. It got a fair way back, but goodness me, when Clark called on it for an effort, it just swamped them. Jewel in the Crown to pay $9.75 and $2.55. Second, Starlight Express to pay 70 cents, and third, Honey Bridge, $1.25. It's by Mighty Kingdom from Joy and Fun, raced by Tommy Smith and Kerry Packer, trained by Tommy Smith at Randwick and ridden by Michael Clark. Starlight Express grabbed the leaders, quickly had them beaten, but no sooner had it got to the front than Gauchi felt for the whip, and it battled on well, but the winner was much too strong. Honey Bridge ran a good, honest race. Flight Judge made a move coming to the turn, quickly stopped. Seeker Fortune speed but weakened. Iola just went, and Penitent Lady ran a shocker. Hippity Hop again found itself in lots of trouble. Got a lot of ability, this one, Hippity Hop, but can get into difficulties. And Verbano ran a shocker today. It came from absolute last to win a race just a little weaker than this last start. Today it was up there 4th or 5th coming to the home turn. Didn't find an inch in the run home, and nothing about the others.
And
Now the winner of the Heath Stakes is number 5, Jewel in the Crown, a Bay Filly 3-year-old by Mighty Kingdom from Joy and Fun, raced by T.J. Smith and K.F. Packer, trained at Randwick by T.J. Smith and ridden by Michael Clark. Second, number 2, Starlight Express, D. Gauchi. Third, number 1, Honey Bridge, G. McLeish. Officially 4th, Seeker Fortune, and 5th, Hippity Hop. And there we can see the place getters. The boys about to unsaddle. Jewel in the Crown has had only 7 starts, including today's, and has won 3 of those 7 starts. Now, 1,400 metres the journey of the Marlboro Cup. It's a race worth $100,000. Trophies valued at $5,000. 1 King Phoenix is $390 and $180. 2 Centauria, $285, $125. 3 Delightful Bell, $275, $165. 4 Mendira Etoile, $485 and $130. 5 Lockley's Tradition, $4 and $115. 6 Sports Rule at $25.90 and $7.
The win pool is
7 Galactic Star, 14.30 and 4.50. 8 Tri-Shell, $13.85 and 6.30. 9 Ras Dancer, $17.65 and $6.05. 10 Bogan Lord, $21.35 and 4.50. 11 Wise Call, $11.70 and 2.80. 12 Eureka Gold, $14.40 and 3. 13 Playful Princess, $13.45 and 2.80. 14 Touch of Genius, $8.75 and 2.65. 15 Winged Keel, $6.90 and 2.10. 16 Ben Farris, $44.25 and 9.35. 17 Crime of Passion, $14.45 and $3.05. And 18 Private Word, $13.35 and $3.20. Tote holdings 131,000 to win and nearly 86,000 for the place. And there is the trophy for the race they'll be trying to win, the Marlboro Cup. Trophy for the owner in the centre, and on the two sides the jockey's trophy and also the trainer's trophy. So that's it, the big one, which is the next race listed for decision here at Caulfield this afternoon in this live telecast exclusive to Channel 7. Jewel in the Crown, $9.75 and $2.55. 2 Starlight Express, $70, and 1 Honeybridge, $1.25. The Quinella, $19.50, and the Trifecta, $310.75. Now the extra double today for 4 Princess Jacinda and 5 Jewel in the Crown paid $58.15. And that winning rider was Michael Clark, of course, and here he is. Victoria comes up. And it's Private Word, Delightful Bell, Tri-Shell in the red cap to distinguish it from Delightful Bell, and King Phoenix, the others away from the stalls. Tri-Shell being led up by a clerk of the course and is ready. Top weight and last year's winner, King Phoenix, goes into stall 9. Private Word comes up. And Delightful Bell is going to be the last one to move in, and the field is now set for the Marlboro Cup. The light's on. Away they go. And they've jumped away pretty well, except Private Word, who took a while, and also Crime of Passion a little bit slow. Great battle early, and we saw Lockley's Tradition take up the early running from Wing Keel, and Tri-Shell moving around the outside to be third from Touch of Genius. Then Ras Dancer, and they were followed by Bogan Lord and Wise Call. Delightful Bell moving up to be about 6th, settling down from Playful Princess Centauria. Then Galactic Star, and back behind them Crime of Passion, King Phoenix a long way back early in the race, followed by Mendira Etoile. Then came Sports Ruler on the outside from Ben Farris, and last of all Private Word. At the 800 metres, Lockley Tradition about 3 parts Touch of Genius. Trap 3 deep, Tri-Shell a length to Delightful Bell also wide. Wing Keel the rails from Ras Dancer, Crime of Passion round the outside from Playful Princess Centauria starting to improve. Then Galactic Star, Bogan Lord, Wise Call, King Phoenix pulled to the outside but 12 off the lead, and then came Ben Farris. Mendira Etoile last around the corner. The leaders Touch of Genius, Lockley's Tradition from Wing Keel, Tri-Shell the outside, Delightful Bell, and then Centauria. Tri-Shell got to the lead at the 300 from Lockley's Tradition, followed by Centauria and Delightful Bell. Then Wing Keel further back, King Phoenix, but it's Tri-Shell in front as they get near the post, drawing away from Lockley's Tradition. And Tri-Shell goes on to win a length and a half. Lockley's Tradition, King Phoenix flew for third. Playful Princess was fourth. Then came Wise Call, and behind them Delightful Bell, Centauria, Wing Keel. Next is Ras Dancer, Galactic Star in that bunch. They were followed by Bogan Lord, Mendira Etoile, Crime of Passion further back with Touch of Genius.